Hello and welcome to another edition of Friday at 420. You know what I just noticed? I put my hands up like welcome. Only you can't even see us. Welcome to Friday at 420. So good to have you. I'm Mike Nabuurs. For the next 40 minutes, we're going to try to entertain you. We've got a very special guest with us. We're going to have some fun on this edition of Friday at 420 at 4:07 on a Tuesday. I have to introduce the panel. That's where we always start. But first, I want to remind you, if you like what you see here, and why wouldn't you? First of all, like it, maybe even put one of those hearts on it and share it. And then on top of that, you can go back and catch any of the previous episodes of Friday at 420 on any streaming service. There are now, I don't know, like 2,000 of them or something. Anyway, lots to choose from there, kids. Let's get right to our panel. Manolis isn't interested in the show yet, so we'll get him there. Don't worry. I'm going to introduce my life coach and mentor, Mr. Patrick Coppolino.
Buongiorno.
Buongiorno, Patrick. How are you?
I'm okay. I don't know if you've been following, but I have a new rivalry with Landmark Cinemas.
Oh, no, I haven't been following. I've seen some lovely photos of your family doing Christmassy kind of things. I saw those on Instagram, but what's the rivalry with Landmark Cinemas?
They have my $22, Mike.
And you want it back?
And I want it back.
How did they get the 22 off you, buddy?
On Saturday, I was buying tickets online for my mom and Esther to go see a movie. And I the first time I tried to process it, an error came up and it said, we cannot complete this purchase. Please try again. So I tried again, got the tickets a second time, and I noticed I was charged for both pairs of tickets. So I called them right away. I told them what happened. They were like, no worries, this happens. They go, it was a glitch. They just hold the funds and then it'll be refunded within 24 hours. This was Saturday. Yesterday, I happened to be at Jackson Square because we had Simpsons trivia night, and I decided to walk down to the theater and thinking like I'll explain what happened and they'll just give my money back. But no, it's a big thing. The manager looked into it. He got my card number and he's like, yep. It had gone through, but as a sale, and they're like, so there was no error on our end. So he's like, that's it. And he's like, I'm like, oh, okay, so I'll just get my refund then. And he's like, oh, we can't. He's like, it was after showtime. Had it been before the showtime, we could do the refund. I'm like, well, why would I have done it before the showtime when I called and you guys said I was going to be refunded? So I bought another pair of tickets. Yeah. And it was a whole fucking thing. And the best he could do was offer me passes. So they're going to keep my money and give me passes. So I come back there and spend more money on popcorn and drinks. Which is not cool. So it's so funny. The way I was talking to him, Esther was with me and she looked at me. She's like, Dad, you went full Karen on him. I totally did, because it's not about the money. It's the principle. They screwed up.
Yeah.
And he's not giving my money back. So then I wrote, I went back to the club. I sent a formal email to the head office. And then within minutes, I guess because you select the location, they also got an email. So that same manager saw it. Right. So within the hour, I get a phone call from the same dude. And he's like, oh, so those passes I gave you weren't acceptable? And I'm like, no, they weren't. I said that several times. And he's like, well, if I knew you were going to go to head office, he's like, now it's going to head office. And he was all pissed, right?
Oh, you are in a battle, man.
And then today I started my day by leaving a negative 1-star review on Google.
Interesting. It is funny, isn't it? I had an incident with a furnace company and I did not receive any satisfaction. So I wrote a review on their Facebook page. Yeah. And I got a call 20 minutes later and they were sending somebody over to deal with my problem. And it was like, wow. So why did you make me go to the point where I had to go and vent on your Facebook page?
They don't care until other people are going to see what they're doing.
Well, anybody watching right now, if you want to help, go to the Landmark Facebook page, say, give Patrick Coppolino his money back. Much appreciated. Also on our panel, as usual, Mr. Manolis Zontanos.
Yo.
Wow.
That's it.
Patrick brought the game. What are you bringing?
No. This is my first drink, actually. No, it's just I'm just drunk on life, bro. It's too much going on. Everything's good. How you doing, Mike? Hello?
Oh, me? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, you don't usually ask how I'm doing. I'm doing fine, buddy. Thanks for asking. I don't have any interesting stories to tell either. Luckily, our special guest does.
Yeah. I like. That's enough said. We let's get to our guest.
Let's get to our guest.
Yeah.
Manoli, it's good to see you again. Our very special guest on this edition of Friday at 420. You know her, you love her. Her name is Ashley Sloggett. Hello, Ashley. How are you?
What's up?
What's
Oh, you
up with you?
guys.
What's going on?
Oh, so much, but not at the same time. You know? It's yeah, life is good. Life is busy. I'm in retirement from my levity bartending career. You know, it's that was the last time I was on. Was
Oh,
well,
right.
the last, like I'm a regular. It's the only
Yeah.
time I was on.
You know what? Yeah, that's totally cool. Listen, did you get the full retirement benefit package from Levity on that?
Yeah, I
retirement?
did. I
Nice.
got
Good.
swift kick in the ass and
Nice.
permanent free admission on amateur nights only.
Yeah. And apparently in the mail, a pair of coupons for Landmark Cinemas.
Oh,
So who knew?
We
Love
offered
it.
her. We offered her to get her pregnant too, but she declined. It's gonna be
Yeah.
free.
loophole childcare benefit. Yeah. There's no pension, but you know, you can get this childcare tax thing, whatever.
I think that sounds perfect. I know, Ashley, you also have taken part in a little skit that went down at Levity, right? With our buddy Scott Falconbridge.
Yeah. So we've been having a lot of fun. Me and Pat and Manolis and Scott, we've been making these sketches. It started with Scott doing this thing for the Unknown Comedy Club, which is this like online, I guess, Zoom comedy show that came out of, you know, one of the good things that came out of the Pandyland.
Right.
And yeah, it's been going on strong. So he's been just making all these sketches and stuff. And we've done a few, like, you know, produced like a few high quality, I'd say. Like they're
Cool.
it's
Yeah.
Pat's behind the wheel, man. He's like directing it and stuff. And then Manolis is
gold.
in there. It's fun.
Good
You know
time.
what? I don't want to give away my age, but Ashley, could I just ask you, are all the kids referring to the pandemic as Pandyland, or is that just me?
It's
I've never
probably
heard
just
that
me.
actually.
It's probably just me.
I didn't know if I had missed out on a popular term.
No,
I
you
don't,
know, I like to give very traumatic experiences very digestible names. So you know,
That's good. That's good. We're living in Pandyland. I love it. You know what?
Pandyland,
Makes it sound way better than it is.
totally. It's like
Totally.
advanced spaces. It's like you know, you roll the dice. You're like, all right, how many couch cushions do I get to advance? Like, that was not a good joke. Don't laugh at it.
All right, listen, we're gonna play our little game here with Ashley Sloggett. We've got 12 random topics and 12 random envelopes. They've been shuffled, and what we do now, Ashley, is a whole new thing on this show, which is just really exciting. You get to pick the number, and that is going to decide what topic you get. So, one to 12.
Mhm.
Go ahead
And
pick
you
your
get bonus
topic.
points if it's on top of the
If
stack
it's
already.
on top of the stack already, because they've
You're
been
psychic.
shuffled. Now we've done this. This will be the third time we've done it this way. The first two times, the first topic was selected that was sitting on top of the pile.
Ooh, let's
bit
see
weird.
if
Yeah, no
let's see
pressure.
if I've got it. Yeah. Actually, I watched the first one that the envelopes were introduced. It's genius. I'm gonna go with number 12 there, Mike.
Oh, so
What?
close.
What?
Was it 11?
It was so close. It was 10. Actually.
Oh, it's like
that's
two
not-
off.
I know, you're so
Yeah.
close. 10 was sitting right on
Uh,
top. All right. Here we go. First topic on Friday at 420 with our special guest, Ashley Sloggett. Ashley,
Mhm.
do you believe in luck?
Ooh.
Yes.
You
You
know
believe,
what?
you know, luck is a thing? Do you believe it impacts your life? Do you believe it's not really a thing? It's more, anyway, I'll let you decide how you want to
Yeah.
answer that question.
Okay, these are my favorite kind of questions. So I believe in luck to a certain extent. I have this idea that I need both hands for this. So there's this thing called a universal blip. Okay. And I kind of like live my life by it. So let's say you're in a crowded comedy club in the lounge, and there's one conversation happening in a corner, and one guy's like something helicopter. And then across the lounge, someone else is having a conversation, and the word helicopter ends up in their conversation at the same time. it's like serendipity, right?
Right. Yeah.
So
Right.
I call that a universal blip. And that's like a sign from the universe that you are exactly where you're supposed to be at that moment in time for those two things to align. So it's sort of like luck can like transfer to that. You know what I mean? I think that there are no coincidences. So by that, yeah, luck is like this cool, weird thing that it's more of just like things lining up perfectly when they're supposed to. That's my hot take on
I
that.
think that's a really good answer. That's way more sort of thought out than Manolis's answer will be. So
It's true.
I really appreciate Manoli. I'm always taking shots, buddy. I'm so, you know what? I love you. I wish we could hug, but the pandemic and all that. We're living in Pandyland, bro.
Anyway.
Manolis, do you believe in luck?
I think so at times. At times, yeah, I do believe in luck. Whereas, like, I remember the one time I was in where was I? I was in Moncton, and I saw the hottest girl I ever seen in my life, and I went up to her after the show, and I said, "You're so hot. I just want to let you know." And then next thing you know, half an hour, we were in my room and we were having sex, and I felt pretty lucky. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. What are the odds that she was a prostitute? Who knew?
I was very lucky that I had enough money on me.
Yeah. But you got paid cash for the gig that night.
I do. I mean, sometimes I think I believe in luck, and a lot of times I don't. Sometimes I feel very unlucky, but a lot of times I feel very lucky. Sometimes like the universe is just so perfect that I'm like, that I just feel. I don't know if I feel lucky or blessed in that moment where it's just like I like. You know, like I just recorded a CD in Toronto like a week ago, and it was like the Friday night. It was just ended up being like the best show ever, and I can't. It's like I just sometimes I think like I can't take the credit for some reason. I think like somehow it was all luck that all these things just came in the exact moment that I needed it. You know, like and like where should I be in the world right now? But like I wouldn't want to be anywhere else in the world than that place at that moment at that time. So I don't know. It's weird.
It's an interesting point. I think one of the things you felt, you know, one of the things I've struggled with this in my own life is that when you're really good at something, it almost seems like you weren't trying. And it's like, that doesn't seem fair, you know, because I know there are other things in my life I've tried to do and I've sucked at. And so when I'm really good at something, I kind of go, that's not really, I didn't even really try. I was it's just me. But that's part of you, right? I mean, that's why you were so good that night, is because that's really who you are. That's your gift.
Yeah, but for some reason, comedians don't seem to want to take credit for what they're good at. You know
I think a lot of us have some trouble taking credit. I mean, that's your humbleness, though. Is there something going on in the background there you want to let us in on there? There's a lot of activity there. You keep.
Yeah, my brother just left with my nephew to drive him to work. So that's where he's going to work. But
Okay.
like they know I'm doing a podcast, so they felt the need to have a full-on conversation behind me. You know, because. It only would make sense. It would only make sense.
That was very unlucky.
Fucking think about me for a fucking second. You know, some guy lit me off today. I almost beat him up just because I was saying, oh, I just got to do this. Looking at this thing here. Excuse me, thank you. Like she go, please would be nice. And I go, what the fuck you just say to me? And I got right into it with this fucking dude.
What, dude?
Just because it's like, I was like, oh, so wait, I said, please. So I said, thank you, but you need a please. Is that where we're at right now? So you want thank you and please, or please and thank you, or you want them both? You want to separate? What the fuck do you want right now? I was like, I see what's really going on. The problem right now is that you're a fucking cunt, right? And I'm like, dude, it was so intense. And then I can't give you the details, but because I don't know if the police are involved or not, but I grabbed the guy's shopping cart, and because I was like, as I was talking to him, I slammed it as hard as I'm like fucking, and shit flew out of his shopping cart, but I was in his face, and he was like, and then this dude fucking grabs his video camera, he was beside him, and starts he's about to try to film, I go and I look at him. I'm fucking so intense when the fucking things like this happen. Like I'm a fucking movie when shit like happens, right? And I go, "Are you gonna videotape me, bud? Is that what you're about to do? Are you sure you want to do that?" I go,
He's like, no.
and I go, you should think about where you. I go, you should think about your next move, okay, bud? Something like that. And he like this dude was like about to like, and he goes like he puts his camera back down and puts it in his fucking pocket. And I look at this fucking guy, and then I look at him one more time, and I just give I'm looking at them both now. I'm like, and I give him a little fucking nod, and I just leave. It was so intense, dude.
Did they offer you 2 free passes to Landmarks?
I know. Yeah.
I was gonna say if
That's what I
Esther
mean.
was there,
That's what I mean.
would have said you went full
Yeah.
Karen, man.
I'm fucking.
No,
I
that's another level.
buddy. That's why I feel so blessed when Pat tells me those stories, like those same situations. I'm like, I can't. I go to 10, and I'm like, like how about you don't ever work for the rest of your life because you're fucking dead. All right,
Yeah.
bud.
Well, that's like I hear these stories from you all the time. So when I'm in those situations, that
like,
goes
don't
through
pull-
my head, and I almost want to start going that way, but I'm
Yeah.
not naturally like that.
Okay. Just a couple of quick follow-ups here, very, very quickly. So first of all, off the top of the show, Manolis, you had no story to tell. You were
Well, I
just
was-
sitting on that one.
Yeah, I didn't because all right.
I didn't want to
just-
open with you at 10.
Let's not
I get
talk
it.
about any more details about that because I just don't know. If
Yeah,
there's-
we don't know. If
I
the
left.
kid's
I
gonna be
left. I don't know if I didn't say anything threatening, but I did put the fear of God in them. You know what I mean? So like I don't know if I left and called. Maybe they
Yeah.
called the police.
Where
out
was
of
this?
fear. I don't
Can't
want to
say.
talk
I
about
know, I'm
where
trying
I
to get him
was.
to-
Okay.
So Patrick, I mean, you had a Karen moment, or at least close to it, and you felt that before. Other times you thought, "Oh my God, I'm going full Manolis." Really,
Yeah.
Manolis, you definitely have done it, Ashley.
Buddy, I'll tell you. Well, sorry, Mike. I'm telling you, man. With this guy, the bigger problem was because this stranger, I think it was about to videotape me, and he regretted that so much.
Yeah,
when he,
yeah. But he just saw his TikToks going to like 1.6 million views. If he
Yeah.
got you on tape doing that, that would have been fantastic. Ashley,
Mhm.
do you ever go?
Oh, full rage? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm
How
an
about-
Aries.
Oh, okay. Does that
So,
mean something?
That means that I'm ruled by the planet Mars, which is the planet of war.
Oh, wow.
So I love a fight, but I
Okay.
try very hard to not get there because I'm a pretty like bubbly,
You
happy
seem very
person.
chill to me.
Yeah, I'm very chill, but I also am French and Italian, so we're very.
Oh.
I mean, Patrick, you do a really good job of keeping a cool cucumber demeanor, but I think that's just your nature.
Yeah, but it's like a pressure cooker though.
Yeah, that's it, right? I'm the same. I'm like, if something gets me, and
Yeah.
I can just
The
flip.
bottom drops out once in a while.
Yeah. I'm easier to get there than a lot of people. Like my boyfriend Brad, he is like the most chill person on the planet. Like nothing ruffles his feathers except like NHL. But yeah,
That doesn't even really count. That's not
yeah,
even.
it doesn't count because
Yeah,
everyone
it's
gets mad at
just
hockey, right?
sports, right? Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I can just go full bananas. I don't have any cool stories though. Just
Okay.
like
Okay. Well, I just thought it was interesting because
Yeah.
I can honestly say I've never screamed at a stranger in my life. Like I would, I just never have. I never gotten to that point out in public.
and that's what really bothers me. That I wish that I can be like, because I'll try to meditate and shit like that, and I'll try to get more zen and like something about like if you want to bother me and you're not my boss and you have no authority on me, like what do you think was going to happen, dude?
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
but I
No, you
want
can
to.
tell. Sorry, I just know like for as long as I've known you, you definitely did hit a point where you recognized right away what someone's trying to do, and you're like, no.
Yeah, that's my other
You're like,
problem.
You're
If
not
I
doing
know what
this.
Yeah, if I know what it is, if I feel like like a snippet of like you being trying to be a bully, or just if you're like I go, oh,
Right.
like okay, I said thank you, but you're gonna pretend you didn't hear thank you, and you say to me like it would have been nice if you said please, and now you are hoping that I didn't hear that, but I did, but it made you feel like a man to say that to me. So now I feel like I wish I could just walk away from that and go like, I'm just gonna go on with my day. But I don't know what it is about me that I need to make sure this person fears me and wishes that never happened. I wish.
I think you were successful.
You nailed
I
it.
believe you were successful today.
No, I wish.
but-
Yeah.
In a way, you're doing them a favor. You're probably better just walking away because now they won't do it again. and they
No,
won't-
that's my.
they-
I saying that.
Yeah.
I wish I could not do that and walk away, but yeah,
Yeah.
they're probably The only thing I did is maybe for the rest of their lives, they're never gonna try to be a smart ass
Yeah.
again. You
You know
know?
what? I'm going to
Yeah.
say no. I'm going to disagree with that because I'm going to say whatever asshole behavior caused it is probably just asshole behavior. They're,
Yeah.
just, they're going to they're
Yeah,
not
it's never
going to
gonna
learn their
stop.
lesson.
Yeah, you're
not-
right. You're right, Mike.
You're not going to change them.
I know. I wish that. Like,
yeah, well, maybe. Just
maybe
because,
there's
like,
a-
I think. No, sorry. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
no, you're right. You
Go ahead,
I mean,
go
you
ahead,
could be right.
go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, like, I think the reason people are like that and they're constantly like that is because most people don't do what Manolis does.
yeah.
So
They don't
they're not
call him out.
expecting him to act like that. So then when he does,
Right.
now they're like, oh shit, someone might actually call me on my
Right.
My shit.
right?
Yeah.
Someone might shiv me
Like
over my grocery
I
cart.
don't understand why people like. Why do you assume that I want to live? Why?
Well, that's the great assumption that people make, and it's just terrible, isn't it, Manolis?
Right? Yeah. Oh yeah. I got
listen.
some. All right, go ahead.
Back to we were on a topic.
We're on luck.
We were on a topic of luck.
Luck went
and
from
we never got to Patty Coppolino. Patty, how lucky do you feel sitting here today? Believe in luck, brother.
Yeah, I play poker, right? So I lose
Seen
to
it
people with
uphand.
horseshoes up their ass all the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, no, it's true, right?
No, but I do, but I also believe that people have a certain amount of it, and I think I've used most of mine already. Like when I was younger, I used to like people always said that I had horseshoes up my ass because like I was the kind of guy that could buy like one ticket for something and my name will get drawn or like you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It was just always like I had that kind of luck. Like I would win shit or like
Right.
when it was really small odds for something, I would end up getting it or like I don't know. And it's where do you draw the line with luck and like people could say you're lucky because of things you got to do or something with your
Right.
career, but then there's also the element of you know
You know what? I totally get it, and I think you know what, a lot of it depends on your definition of luck. I mean, you know, we could all just say we're lucky just even living here in Canada when you compare some of the issues other countries have. I mean, so you know, luck has all kinds of different ideas behind it. But here, I'm just going to throw this one little truth bomb out at you, and then we'll move on to our next topic. But I want to share this. I saw it on TikTok. I was talking to Ashley earlier about going down. What do you call it?
The scroll hole.
The scroll hole.
Scroll hole.
I go down the scroll
Patent
hole on
pending.
TikTok. But I saw a guy, and it's been stuck with me, and I thought it was so cool. So the guy says, I'm talking to you three now. I'm going to give you $10 million. Now that's going to make you pretty excited, right? Pretty happy.
Mhm.
Right.
But you don't get to wake up tomorrow morning.
well
You're dead, right?
yeah.
So then you sit there and go, well, would you take the 10 million?
Well, what's the downside?
No.
Oh wait a minute. What do you mean? So if you don't take the 10 million, you still live?
Yes.
Well, wait. Yeah. Is this supposed to be a hard question?
So
Well, no, but most normal people go, of course I don't want the 10 million. Then why,
Yeah.
when you wake up tomorrow morning, isn't that worth $10 million to you?
oh, look
Oh.
at that. I was
mean,
gonna
on-
say
Well,
if
go
I
ahead.
get so you're gonna give me $10 million and I get to be a ghost and haunt people? That's amazing
Well, where did the ghost come from?
because I'm dead.
Okay. I have 10 million and I'm a ghost. Anyway, we've got to get to another topic.
Yes.
Stuff just keeps happening here. My daughter just dropped her dog off. She's got this beautiful 4-month-old golden retriever, and he's still a puppy, right? But a big puppy. And anyway, so she dropped him off. I heard her in the background while we were having our discussion while Manolis was telling his story. And then she left because she has an appointment to go to. Well, didn't that dog just come down here and just had a huge dump right beside me? And now it stinks like you cannot believe. And I'm in the middle of a live broadcast, so I
we
can't
still
get
have
up
20
and-
minutes.
Oh, I can't clean it. Oh, I can see it. Oh, jumpity. Anyway. All right. Manoli, your turn to pick a topic, buddy. Come down. We want the happy Manoli now after your
I'm
brush
happy.
with death or the brush with almost killing a guy today. Oh, jeez.
It's not partly my fault. I quit smoking and I stopped taking opiates all the time. Like I still take them, but not every day. So it's like, I got to learn how to deal with shit. You know what I'm saying? So
It's
go
really
ahead.
on me, buddy.
Number,
What number? What number do you want?
I feel like the top of the envelope is gonna be number 7.
Oh, you'd be wrong, but I'll give you topic number 7 just the same.
Okay.
Here we go. Oh my God, that dog's shit reeks. Number 7. Here we go. Topic number 7 on Friday at 4:20 with our special guest Ashley Sloggett. I had no idea that Do You Believe in Luck would go on so long. We ate up half a show with it. All right, here we go. Is inflation affecting you, Manolis? I don't know if you've read the news, but inflation has been on the rise. Everything's costing more money. Is it impacting you? Do you really feel it?
So
or is it like really has an inflation?
So inflation is things are costing more.
That's correct, my friend.
Okay. Well, I'm very happy about this topic because now I understand what inflation is. I've never understood that word before. I've never asked. I never cared. But does it affect me? I'll tell you something about me, Mike. A lot of people don't. Maybe Pat might know this. I have never, in my entire life, looked at the price of gas. Ever.
It doesn't matter to you.
Doesn't matter to me because if I need gas, I go get gas. I don't, like it's not like there's an option. So like, I guess I'll wait 3 days. No, I need gas. I get gas. You could tell me whatever. What it's like. Can you believe some people are like, oh, gas is so and so. Like I guess it's low. I couldn't. I'm like, I don't even know.
It's really high right now.
I don't know what high is. I don't know what low is. I don't know. I don't know what is a good deal.
You're like that at grocery stores too. Remember?
Yeah.
I remember you there and your mom had a whole list for you, and we were there, and you were like, he doesn't look at brands or prices or anything. He knows he needs bread, so he just grabs bread. Like,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
No
he knows he
attention.
needs this, he just grabs that. Like, and I remember I was like, Manolis, look at these ones are cheaper. You're like, I don't give a fuck, dude.
Yeah, let's get the fuck out of here before I
don't
kill
wanna
someone.
spend time comparing prices for everything. I need to go.
It's not the worst way in the world to live, brother.
Oh,
I think
you're
what are we
dying
saving?
breed. Yeah,
What are we saving all our money for? We're all in a lineup waiting to die, but I'm gonna worry about bananas that are 29 cents cheaper at fucking this store. Get the fuck out of here. It's crazy.
So Manolis is inflation doesn't bother me.
No.
Can I made that assumption?
Yeah.
Ashley, has inflation impacted you in your life, in your world? Cost of those guitars behind you going up and crazy?
There, you know what? That's like my retirement fund behind me.
It looks like it. It looks like you're doing okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I got about like $400. Yeah, no, inflation, man. I'm kind of like Manolis, where it's like I do watch the gas, and I am that girl that like I live in Burlington. I'll drive to Highway 6 for like 10 cents cheaper.
Hey, you're
just
not
for
alone,
like
girl.
the principle of it, right?
Yeah.
You are in the city. How dare you gouge us? I'm going to the country. Like,
Yeah.
inflation has negatively impacted me because my house now is worth more than I can afford to buy a different house for. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like everyone's, oh, we're all going to be rich because we all have expensive houses. And it's like, yeah, not if I can't afford to buy a new one.
Right.
Right.
So yeah, it's like, it's all relative. It's like, I don't know. I don't pay attention to it. I probably should.
When you go grocery shopping, do you look for deals, or do you just kind of pick out what you need?
Yeah, I love a good deal. Like,
Okay.
I'll go to Walmart and buy the chicken. I'll go to Longo's and buy the chicken.
Longo's.
But then
it's share with the audience your amazing Longo's story, because I had no idea, and I think this is amazing.
Yeah. Okay. So if you go to Longo's on Wednesday, they have rotisserie chickens for $7.99.
$7.99 a cooked chicken,
fully cooked,
for $7.99.
Yeah. If you go buy a raw chicken, it's like $16.
It is. I just bought one today.
But you're paying someone else to cook it. So now you're saving on hydro because you don't have to freaking turn on your oven. And you've got a full rotisserie chicken. You can make sandwiches the next day if there's any left, because, rotisserie chicken.
I just love you saying rotisserie.
Rotisserie. Rotisserie.
You're right.
But yeah, it's great. I love it.
That is an amazing deal. Wednesdays at Longo's, and you're free. Longo's, you're welcome. If you'd like to
Yeah.
sponsor Friday at 420, we're always
They
open
won't.
for that.
This podcast is brought to you by Longos.
Longos.
Take the Longo way home.
Yes, Patty Coppolino. How do you
Yeah.
feel about inflation? Is it impacting you? Is it? Are we going to increase the price of tickets at Levity?
Possibly. I
Possibly?
I noticed the gas a lot too, but with Levity and like even I know just from Anchor Bar talking to them like the menu prices had to go up because like the food costs. Other people with restaurants too are just like it's
Crazy.
skyrocketed. Like the amount it's gone up in the last year is more than it's gone up like over the course of 4 years, like before COVID. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like, and certain things are going way up more than others. So I'm definitely noticing it. But like in my personal life, it's really just gas and honestly cigarettes. Like, there's never been a better time to quit because cigarettes are up to $20 a pack now.
What?
$20.
Holy
like not even
shit.
like 18. So it's kind of like 20. No, they're actually 20 now.
Wow.
I'd buy a pack and it'll last me a week. I didn't smoke like fucking Patrick. Like
Yeah,
that's a lot. That's a lot of fucking money, dude.
Dude, it's $100 a week. Unless
Yeah,
I'm
it's insane.
at least 100 a week.
It's a prostitute like once a week.
Both my
But-
parents smoke, and it's like, and they're, like in their 60s, so they're on like CPP and stuff. And I'm like, you guys got to switch to reserve smokes at least. Like,
Oof.
I
Oh,
know,
don't.
but it's either
Yeah,
that or
at
quit.
that point,
Either quit or
yeah, I think I would quit before I started doing that.
I don't know. Brad had to. Yeah.
The problem with spending the $100 cigarette money on a prostitute is, of course, you have that problem with as soon as you're done with the prostitute, you want to have a smoke. It's gonna be a
Yeah. I like, yeah, Manolis, did you say that like you were just comparing prices or you're like, dude, what are you doing buying cigarettes? You could have a prostitute
You
every
have a
week.
prostitute.
yeah.
That's 4 prostitutes a month.
I wish prostitution was more like accessible. I would definitely do it more often. If there was
Also-
like a red light district.
That's how you can tell Manolis does not pay attention to inflation because they're not $100 anymore, Manolis.
Yeah, it's true.
You know, not the prostitutes you get. Trust me, the
what
ones
you
I
get.
get look like they're
Hey,
worth $100.
I didn't say they're more. I said they're not
All right.
$100.
Let me dig us out of this hole and see if we can get a new topic here on Friday at 420. Patrick Coppolino, it's your turn to pick a number between 1 and 12. 12 and 7 have been selected.
Okay. Did you reshuffle them?
I reshuffled.
Okay. 3 is on top.
No, it's not.
Oh,
we never get
so
it.
Sure.
None of
See?
us.
All my luck has been used by the time I was
Your
19.
luck is gone. All right. It's a seasonal question for you, Patrick. I saw some Instagram posts with you and your family. You already decorated for Christmas. When's the appropriate time
Yep.
to decorate for Christmas? Decorate the house for Christmas. When do you believe is the appropriate time for that?
I think any time after December 1st is fine.
Oh, December 1 is your go-to?
Yeah, at the
Yeah.
earliest. Anything
the
before that's
When
obnoxious.
did you guys just do it in the last week or whatever?
Yeah, like last week, and then
Last weekend. Okay.
that was it. After December 1st, I don't know.
And that's all I have to
I
say
don't know.
about
All
that.
the days merged together, but
Excellent.
yeah,
December 1st. So you got your Christmas is December, right?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Because like November 1st is when they start playing music, right?
Yeah, I
Christmas
know.
music everywhere.
Well,
That's way too early.
for some of them, I guess it's a lot of people, the cutoff is like November 11th, right? Remembrance Day. Don't do anything before Remembrance Day, but then after
Yeah.
Remembrance Day, they kind of go a little crazy. But you're at December. December's Christmas. I'm
Yeah.
cool with that, but do not extend beyond that point. Manoli,
Yes.
your place looks, by the way, it looks very festive behind you there.
Yeah.
All the lights. Do you have a tree, Manolis?
God no.
Manoli, when do you think it's appropriate to decorate for Christmas, if at all?
Never.
Never.
I love listen, Mike. I love Christmas. I love it to death. I love Christmas music. I listen to Christmas music in the summer. That's even more fun for some reason.
Psycho.
I know it is psychotic,
It is.
but it's
That's psychotic.
He's on the beach. It's
A buddy of
beginning to
mine,
look
I was-
a lot.
Yeah.
There's a buddy of mine, Andrew Arlott. I can't believe I remember his name. He one day it was the hottest day of the summer, and like I got in his car and he put a Christmas tape in it, and I just thought it was the coolest fucking thing to listen to Christmas music on the hottest day of the year. You know, it's like it was heated. I don't think he had air conditioning, but he had a Christmas tape, and it helped. And
So you think decorating for Christmas around July 5th, 6th? That's pretty good.
yes. Here's the thing. Here's my issue with Christmas. I actually enjoy Christmas a lot. I love it. But my only problem is my personality. I've always been the glue together in every situation I'm in. So growing up in my household, I ended up eventually being the only person that would go through the trouble of decorating the Christmas tree, and it was like, and I was like, that it turned into like, now it's like a fucking job, and I'm like, dude, I'd be like my brother, I'd say, dude, I do it every year, you do it this year, because my dad didn't care, my mom liked it, but like, so I'm just trying to do it for the fucking family. And my brother goes, okay, I'll do it. I promise. I'm like, but I was like, dude, I'm letting you know, I'm not fucking doing it, man. So do it or not, I'm not doing it. Just so you know. Christmas Day, nothing's on the tree, just fucking tinsel from last year. Just the pieces of tinsel from last year. It's fucking so depressing. Seeing a Christmas tree with nothing on it. It's like it's Christmas Day, and it's just it's not even a real tree. It's a fucking plastic tree. No star, no electricity, nothing. I never decorated a tree ever again after that.
That's it.
I'm done.
No tree.
Done. I quit Christmas, dude.
Big retirement.
You know what, buddy? I'm just gonna say this, man. If we could somehow get a tree into your place there, lit up, festive season.
You gonna decorate it?
You maybe wouldn't have had that rage when you went to the store, the unnamed store.
It all comes back to that fucking day, bud.
Yeah. He's got two really ambitious go-getter roommates that'll probably step up and do it.
They're all over it.
Yeah, I got Chris Anarani lives with me, and my nephew Nathan. My nephew Nathan. He thinks sleeping is work. He goes like, I just did 12 hours of sleeping.
I'm so tired from all that sleeping.
I'm putting a call into Adirante. I want Adirante's going to step up and get you a tree this year, man.
Yeah,
see if you
good
can
luck,
bring
bro.
some Christmas spirit
bro.
into Manolis' life. Adirante, if you're watching, you know what to do. Ashley Sloggett.
Yeah.
When do you think it's appropriate to decorate for Christmas?
I'm kind of a combination of Manolis and Pat.
Okay.
So I used to get really excited when I first got my own place and stuff. I was like, oh my God, I get to do my own tree. And then to Manolis's point, it's so much fucking work. And you got to make sure that you pack up the decorations really nicely after Christmas so that they're accessible and nice to do the next year. And that's the part I hate. So I actually life hacked. I now just do a Charlie Brown tree, and we go to the nursery and we just get one of the crappy little the tops of the trees, and I just decorate those with some fairy lights and stuff. But yeah, I'd say December 1st is kosher. I know the rule, I don't know. I think November 11th, you should at least let Remembrance Day pass. There are some people that's Halloween's done, tree goes up, and I think that's insanity.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm late November, December 1st would be kosher in my eyes.
My daughter Jessie, who has the dog that just had a crap here beside me about a half hour ago that just stinks. She starts listening to Christmas music on Labor Day weekend.
What?
Yes.
Ew.
From Labor Day.
Should hang out.
And she watches nothing but Hallmark holiday movies from Labor Day through to Christmas. She would Christmas year round if she could have it that way. So
I wish I had that whimsy.
I don't know if you do, because it would be mental.
Right.
I actually did leave my tree up for years.
I remember that. I was
when
nice.
when Esther was she was really little. She must have been 2 or 3. It started with a full tree that was actually left here when I moved into this building. So the previous tenant left it here in the box, and now I know why. I set it up. It was a full tree, 3 parts, and then the middle part broke, or the bottom part broke. So then it was just the middle and the top, and I'm trying to do that, and then the arms started falling off the middle part. So then I was left with just the top of the tree. So I put the top of the tree into the base, and now it was this little 3-foot tall tree.
That's genius.
And me and Esther decorated it. But because it was such a nightmare setting it up, I'm I am not taking this down. I'm
Yeah.
not putting it
Just
away.
left it.
And I swear to God, it sat in the corner of my apartment for like 3 years,
Oh, that's
just
good.
all
Nice.
year long. Do you remember that?
I love
Yeah, I
it.
loved it. It was nice. I really,
Yeah, you
I,
come in the summer.
yeah. Did I ever? Here's the one thing, Patrick. You know me. Did I ever complain about that tree?
No.
I loved it.
Now I have a question. Did you
Yeah.
like decorate it seasonally? Would you hang like little flip
Um,
flops and
no,
stuff
the
on it?
the only thing we would do, so we didn't have a star, but we have this felt letter E for Esther,
Yeah.
and we put that on the top of the tree, and then so it was like the Esther tree or whatever.
The Esther
But there's
tree.
there's a Christmas side, like it's all decorated Christmassy. The other side's just green. So when it wasn't
love it.
Christmas, we would flip it to just the green side, and then when it
Genius.
was like December, we'd turn it around so it's all Christmassy.
Fucking
But
genius.
then Lindsay moved in, so we got an actual tree.
Lindsay moved in and cleaned the place up. Let's go.
I'm surprised she didn't
true.
get rid of you
She doesn't
This is
fuck
the
around.
first thing she's like, we're getting rid of that tree.
Yeah.
and you.
Oh man, it has been such a slice hanging out with you kids, but we got to wrap this thing up. Ashley, what's going on? Is there something going on that you can talk about? Something you want to plug? Social media we can follow you on? What are you doing?
Yeah, I mean, I'm still just being a weirdo on the internet.
Nice.
My Instagram is just Ashley Sloggett. I stopped hating music, so that's a great thing.
What changed your mind?
I don't know. I just like got over myself. You know
Okay.
what I mean?
Okay.
Like my band broke up, and then I was like, oh, and now I'm like, oh, I like making music again. So
Oh, excellent.
that's nice.
in the next few months, hopefully I'll have something to release.
That'd be cool.
For now, I just like do covers on TikTok and Instagram.
I'll see you in the scroll hole.
Yeah, and then
Easy, Mike.
yeah, I scroll. And then yeah, I would say make sure people tune in to the Unknown Comedy Club on December 23rd to see the sketch that me, Manolis, and Pat made. And then also I gotta shout out my This Is the Thing boys, because we are in production for our second season. So we got renewed, which is super exciting. So we'll be picking up in the spring. And they just opened their studio, Green Door Studios. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Like I said, lots going on.
What is This Is the Thing, boys?
Yeah, so that's our TV show that's on Bell 5.
This is the thing.
This
Damn
is the
it.
thing.
This is the thing on Bell 5. If you have Bell 5, you go to the 5 channel, which is like 0001.
Yeah.
And you can find lots of different TV shows, but you can find This Is the Thing, right? We have talked about that on the show before, I thought. So.
Yeah, so Manolis and Pat are both in it, and we feature Levity a bunch. So yeah, that's
That's
kind of my world, doing producer things. So yeah, just Instagram's the best.
Well,
Best
thank you
way.
so much for hanging out with us, Ashley, and telling us all about what you thought of luck and everything else along the way. We really appreciate you hanging out with us.
Thanks for having me.
Manoli, what do you want to plug?
Just want two things. I want to say, when we did that skit, Ashley is so amazing at acting and being the moment, and just the pure memorization. She's like, like I know because I can't remember shit, but like every fucking word, everything's on point. Just a complete pro, and just also just really artistic in the moment and beautiful, and adds to the skit. And it's just like I'm just
Really
so
impressed.
happy to
Just say
work-
really impressed.
so happy to work with her. So
Thanks, Manoli. Likewise. Aw, bud. Thanks.
Very cool.
I'm also in London, Yucks again, actually this weekend, with my buddy Ron Jostle. If you guys know Ron Jostle, he's been on the show. He's a good friend of mine. So I'm just emceeing. My booker was like, he knows that I'm friends with Ron, so he's like, hey, you want to go back to London and hang out with Ron? I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
So I get to see Ron this weekend.
It was especially, you were like all over it, right? Because you don't pay attention to the price of gas. So yeah, I'll drive to London. Patrick
right.
Coppolino, what's going on at Levity, man? I mean, we got some big shows. We got lots of action.
Yes. Before I do that, I just want to give a quick shout out to my favorite movie theaters: the Westdale Theater, Playhouse Cinema, Cineplex, Odeon on the Mountain, the Zoetic Theater, Cineplex in Ancaster, Starlight Drive-In, Silver City, Burlington.
Yeah.
All of
great
those I
theaters.
recommend. Excellent movie theaters. Those are the only ones I recommend you go to. Well, other than that, yeah, Levity Comedy Club. But there's only a few shows left of this year.
Yeah.
We've got Michelle Shaughnessy here this weekend.
Excellent.
And then
Awesome.
a couple more amateur nights. And next weekend is John Doerr. We got 4 shows with him. And then we're taking a little break. There might be an amateur night between that and New Year's. But then New Year's Eve will be our final show of 2021. And then,
are you doing a Christmas party amateur night or what?
I don't know if we're gonna do it on amateur night. I think we're planning on doing it on the 19th. We're just gonna have a party, do some karaoke, have
okay,
some food, have some drinks, and then there's no pressure to do a show or anything.
You,
So,
you gotta
Levity
come,
Comedy.
Mike.
What's
yeah,
that?
I think it's gonna be
You
on the
gotta come.
19th. Yeah, you have to come.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
I will.
Come on.
I absolutely will come to the Christmas party. I was there last year.
Nice. Nice.
Remember
We can do a
did a live-
karaoke duet.
Did we not do a live broadcast last year from the?
I think
Oh,
we did
yeah.
actually.
We
Yeah.
did.
You come, I'll give you some free mushrooms.
LevityComedyClub.com. Go there. You'll see all the shows. You can buy your tickets. I'm sorry, that's the dog, Fritz. Don't have a shit. Why don't you? Anyway, thank you so much, guys. Another great round of Friday at 420. But most importantly, thank you to you for watching, for hanging with us, for sharing it on Facebook. Go check out all the previous editions of Friday at 420 on any of your favorite streaming services. And until we get a chance to talk to you again in 7 days, have an awesome week.
Woo!
Bye.